And we're back. Welcome back to Portland Supply. This is day 3 of the show, the virtual trade show put on by A&O Portland, a division of Prosper Portland, Portland Made, and Mercatus PDX in collaboration with Candid Wholesale, the makers of the Open on Candid platform for virtual trade shows. This is our first ever Open on Candid event, so we're very, very excited. We're perhaps more excited than anyone needs to be at 9 a.m. I'm very excited. I'm happy to be here. And we're going to be talking to a number of the brands that are selling in our category of pets and hobbies. So let me quickly check my list. And I believe we have as our first presenter, apologies for the no look pass panelists, but thank you for getting here and being ready. I believe our first presenter is going to be Seth from Red Pig Tools. And let me make sure you've got all the permissions. Yeah, just to recap, we're all kind of taking 5 to 8 minutes to just kind of talk about what we do and anything you would say if you were actually at a trade show right now and someone came up to your booth and you wanted to introduce yourself.
Okay to go ahead?
Yeah, please.
Okay, hi, I'm Seth Pauly. I'm the owner and lead artisan at Red Pig Garden Tools. I'm a storyteller and a blacksmith primarily, and for about 30 years, Red Pig Garden Tools, we've been making hand-forged garden tools, mostly based on historic designs. We don't do a huge amount of innovation in terms of creating new tools to do work by hand, but we do take an old style tool and sort of often beef it up a little bit. Modern workers will tend to ask more of their tools than people used to when they really knew how to use their tools. And we apply our own design aesthetic to it. Like I said, we were founded in 1989 by my mentor, who is also a blacksmith, and we started in Orange, California. And we've pretty much marketed to master gardeners and garden enthusiasts for the first 20 years of the business. And then we kind of moved online about, I suppose, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, did a little bit more there. About 6 or 7 years ago, I first met my mentor, Bob Denman, who had started the company, and he was in his 70s, and we knew he was going to be ready to get away from this business for a while. So I spent about 18 months working with him, learning the business, learning tool design, even learning blacksmithing, the skills that I needed specifically for these tools. And I've taken it from there. In 2017, I took over 100% of the production and the online business, and so now I'm the sole owner and the sole operator. We do right now, so traditionally our business has been a direct to consumer type of brand. We sell mostly direct retail, mostly online, and at a few garden shows in the Northwest. That's been the bread and butter of the business. However, we've had for years and years people constantly asking us to resell our tools. So we kind of had a tenuous relationship with that under my mentor. And when I took over, I decided to make that a little bit more of a significant part of our business. We now have a line of around 14 tools that I sell. In 2019, I launched a specific brand that I call Pig in Oregon, kind of related. It's got the red pig in it, so it identifies there, and the labeling says Pig in Or and then Red Pig Garden Tools Oregon to make this connection. But of course, a lot of retailers were kind of ambivalent about if somebody would shop the tools and then shop online. I do not resell my Red Pig. I sell my Red Pig Garden Tools line only on my own website. There are no resellers of that, but the Pig and Or is out there so that you can advertise, you can share it, you can do some SEO targeting if you also have a website, but primarily the line is designed for retailers with a bricks and mortar position, gift stores, nurseries, hardware stores, handmade goods, those types of places. And I can show you a couple tools. This is
please.
An example. I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but these are much heavier duty tools than you would typically find. This is a trowel. It weighs probably 2 to 3 times as much as a typical trowel you'd find at Home Depot. It's hand forged. I only use materials from America. So the handles are all American hickory, turned for me in the Southeast and shipped out to me to my spec. The labels are made in the US. I don't outsource those. I don't pay those for printing in China or anything like that. My blades are cut locally by another artisan who starts with mostly 12 gauge plate and will cut out the shapes for me. I hand forge all of the, I or my assistant hand forges all the shanks we weld the pieces together, we sharpen, which you can maybe see a little bit of a glint here, and then we assemble it. We have a unique system for putting our handles on, a mechanical connection inside. Imagine this shank twisted several times to create a screw that's embedded on the shank. So when we put these handles on, they'll never come off unless you cut them off. So that's a permanent fix. Whole variety of tools. I show the trowel because, of course, the trowel is the best seller because that goes everywhere. Everybody knows how to do it. I make over 200 different types of tools normally under my Red Pig Garden Tools line. In the Pig and Or line, I've narrowed it down to 12 to 14 tools that people can sell without needing special stories or special knowledge to explain how to use the tool. So trowels, a little a hand hoe for light weeding and digging, a small hand rake.
Do you guys do a hori hori?
You know, things that people know how to use. I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you guys have a hori hori?
I don't sell a hori hori. I don't make a hori hori because fantastic hori horis are made in Japan with high carbon steel, much better manufactured in a kind of an industrial setting for the quality and consistency.
That makes sense.
To these tools, yeah. But hori hori is something I sell. I on my own website, I do resell one. So great. The closest thing I have that's a cutting type tool is actually called a root saw. It's a pretty unique tool. It's meant for saving pruners and loppers. So this is actually meant for sawing into the ground. I try to keep it pretty simple. And the tools are very simple in design, extremely strong. All of these are made with a 3/8 inch steel, square steel shank, compared to most tools you'd find would be somewhere in the 3/8 to 1/4 inch round, which are both going to be lighter. The blades are 12 gauge steel. Like I said, I sharpen them. And you know, it's kind of a depending on your industry, what people buy to resell is pretty specific. So you'll have garden shops or hardware stores often will take like a rake, the trowel, maybe one of the weeders. I make, this is called a Cape Cod weeder. It's kind of a specialty weeder, but it's fantastic for digging in, working. You can pull out grass, you can cut weeds with it. To something more traditional, this is, you know, like a lot of people use a screwdriver for this. A leverage weeder. The bend in it gives you leverage. So all the tools are designed to give you mechanical advantage as well. And then, you know, if you're a gift shop or shopping for the holidays, people tend to buy this. Comes as a set. It's a single tine cultivator, small cultivator, and a very small trowel. You can get a sense of the two differences, sizes. And these I really sell as houseplant tools. So a lot of people, you know, older people who live only in apartments or condos and might only have window boxes, this would be right size. And younger people in urban areas living in, you know, who don't have a full garden, don't necessarily have a drawer for a full-size tool. So these two smaller tools can sell as a set, and they go right in there, right in a drawer.
Awesome. No, they're lovely, and I you know, as we all do, I think everybody's a bit of a COVID gardener who has access to dirt right now. And I just seeing how well constructed those things are. They're beautiful tools, and they look like the kind of thing I could pass on to my kids.
They're meant to be heirloom. I mean, I stand behind all these tools. These are made, you know, as much by hand as possible. I do have a few mechanical presses, and I hand forge these to put in the fire. But yeah, they essentially come with the stand behind. I don't quite call it a lifetime warranty because people can break anything and do anything. But if there's a problem with the tool, a customer would just email me or call me, go to the Pig and Or website, pigandor.com website, and would go ahead and let me know. And then I would either, if the forging breaks, which would be incredibly rare, hasn't happened yet, you know, we would fix that. So
awesome.
That's, you know, we've built our business on standing behind everything and helping people learn to garden. So if you're interested in these or have customers who would be, you let me know, and we'll take care of it there. All the links are on the, I think on our page on Candid.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Seth. That's Seth from Red Pig Garden Tools. Just fantastic stuff. I really like tools that aren't flimsy and horrible. Those are they're all gorgeous. Thank you so much. Available at the Portland Supply Show on Candid. And now I would like to move to, this is, I believe, the phone number. So I'm guessing here, is this Kim from Patika Pets? Are you our caller? Can I add you to the conversation here? Oh, let's see. One moment while I unmute you. Let's see. Try one more time. Any luck?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi.
Hi.
Yay. Sorry about the
No worries.
interruption. My
Welcome to the show.
internet is totally shoddy and I didn't want to risk it. I'm just happy to have made it through somehow. Thank you. We are a pet grooming brand that's basically raising the bar in pet grooming products. So, you know, the way we started is I am a person who's a dog person, and my dogs are my kids. And I found a holistic veterinarian that's local in town here because I was having issues with one of my dogs, you know, constantly like throwing up every week. And my regular veterinarian, as much as I loved her, was saying, oh, just give him an antacid every day. And I thought, no, this is not going to be good. And I know a lot of people suffer or have these issues with their dogs. So I was referred to Dr. Mike Saluski, who's a holistic, his practice has evolved into being a holistic practice. He used to be like an ER vet, and now he mainly does chiropractic, acupuncture, herbal supplements, and nutrition. And so he literally extended the life of my dog by like 3 years by getting me all straightened out on his diet. And so many people have figured out that diet is a lot of the issues with their pets, right? So while the whole pet community is sort of paying attention right now to diet and like the benefits of raw and such, we are addressing the topical alternatives that are soon to grab hold. We're a little bit ahead of the curve. And, you know, I'm in the beauty industry. I have been my entire career, and I never intended to have a brand. But once he and I got rolling and I understood his background and how incredible it is, and I'm actually going to read it to you so I don't screw it up quickly, but we decided we wanted to have a brand. And so we have a pet grooming brand that is the best products that are made, probably better than most all of us use on our own hair and skin. So I'm just going to read to you his background because he's also available here as a vet, and he's just incredible. He does mostly like Olympic horses and athletic dogs. But I'm just going to read to you his background so you understand. Like, he's our co-founder and formulator. He's a graduate of Virginia, Maryland Regional College of Veterinary Medicine with extensive postgraduate training in veterinary chiropractic and traditional Chinese veterinary medicine. Dr. Saluski is considered an expert and a pioneer in these fields, a chartered diplomat of the American Veterinary College of Botanical Medicine. He co-authored 2 books on the subject. One is called Clinical Handbook of Chinese Veterinary Herbal Medicine, and the other is Chinese Herbal Formulas for Veterinarians. The latter is considered the gold standard reference for veterinary herbology. You know, I could never have said all that without reading it. So his Portland-based practice specializes in treating chiropractic, acupuncture, herbal medicine, diet therapy. And he helps patients, you know, all different kinds of pets, basically everything with fur and hair. And he consults on cases because he's considered a pioneer across the United States. And he's available to make personal appearances with retailers that might want him to be in the store, which is awesome. So what we did is we formulated these cleansers. We've had 3 cleansers to date. They're, of course, veterinarian formulated. They're made in USA. They're small batch. They're cruelty-free. In fact, they're Leaping Bunny certified. And a lot of people, that's a beauty industry term. There's a lot of people who don't know what that means, but I can explain quickly that it's the ultimate certification, the only globally recognized certification for cruelty-free that goes all the way down to the raw ingredients.
Oh, that's great.
Nothing's ever been tested on animals. It's also tested on humans. We all tested it, and several other people. It's pH balanced specifically for pets. It's parabens, sulfates, fragrance, and dye-free. It's vegan, and it's Whole Food Standard approved. So it's the best. It's basically complete cleansing and herbal therapy in one great formula. And we have a waterless spray that's our #1 seller by far. It's so convenient. It's very gentle. People have really grabbed onto that. Then we have a traditional liquid. These are all based on his botanical formulas with a little science added that make it very revolutionary and innovative, and a little bit too much of a story, if that makes sense. It's like a little bit more than anybody can comprehend right now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to kind of add to that, but so, you know, it's basically ancient herbal principles meeting Western microencapsulation technology.
Yeah.
And what brought us together is our desire for, you know, cosmetic grade products that are safe, innovative, and effective, particularly for pets with really sensitive skin, because the reality is so many products that we can buy for our pets don't need to go through the rigorous testing that we have done, that you can put anything in a bottle and call it pet shampoo, and it's okay, frankly. So we have gone the extra step to make sure that it's the best. Our technology, you know, most of our products are natural. They're like 98% natural with the botanical formula, but then we have it all encapsulated with nourishing ingredients and peptides to actually release onto the skin. So they displace the dirt and it gets replaced by these microencapsulations. I guess goodness is the best way to say it. And then it adheres to their skin and coat until the next wash. It's amazing.
Great.
And and it's very soothing and calming and the best thing that you could ever use on your pets. We're just launching today our hemp seed extract formula for extremely sensitive and reactive skin. So I'm posting that on Instagram today. And we're just happy and thrilled to be part of this. And we want to thank you so much for including us. And we're really committed to building our community business. And we are really hands-on. You know, I come from the cosmetics industry, which is like crazy, brutal, competitive, but hard driving retail. And we're willing to support all of those sorts of efforts in an effort to drive the business. So if you have any questions. Yeah, I hope I didn't go on too long. But,
no, it was perfect.
We're really excited.
I threw a little slideshow of your website up so that people weren't just staring at me in the
thank you
spoons.
so much. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And I think we got
no
our store. I think we got our platform figured out. I haven't had a second to look, but thank you for your patience. And
of course.
you know, we're still new and figuring it out and strengthening all of our e-commerce stuff. And I appreciate again to be invited and to participate, and just thrilled.
No, we're very excited to have you. This is a great product,
Thank
and I hope you find a much larger audience than you had on Monday.
Yep.
Thanks to the show.
Well, we do. We actually, I mean, I'm hoping so. Locally is very important to us. We actually, I'm trying to get out of the beauty business, right? But I keep getting dragged back in. And so these big beauty box companies buy us, but it's a closed market, which is great. So only their subscribers can buy them. But for example, we sold 10,000 units in an hour at FabFitFun.
Good Lord.
So the beauty customer and skincare customer gets it, you know, and they want the same quality for their pets as they buy for themselves. We just need to do a great job at educating all the pet store owners, and we are willing to help and to support do that. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much. We gotta move on, but thank you so much, Kim from Patika Pets.
Of course.
One of the 100 Portland brands that you can find on Portland Supply right now and through the end of the week, and probably even after, because you're not just going to magically stop selling in a week. But yeah, thank you so much. So moving on, thank you everybody for your patience. I would like to move on to Lanette from Cycle Dog. If you're with us, I will give you the helm.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I demoted you. Let me bring you right back. All right, you're on. Thank you. Oh, you're muted. Let's try this one more time. We're almost there.
Mute.
There we go. Thank you, Lanette.
Okay, can you see me and hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well, I'm Lanette from Cycle Dog. Thanks for having us on today. Where I'm actually live with you from our showroom here in Portland. So this is our showroom as well as our manufacturing space. So we hand make all of our products here in Portland, right here in the back of the space here. And we do collars, leashes, bowls, toys, bags, beds. We hand make all sorts of things. Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna start here. So in 2009, we started with our proprietary waterproof dog collars. We started by making the collars out of reclaimed inner tube rubber, which is still today how we make these products. So they were produced using inner tubes that we actually collect from Portland bike shops all over town. And we've expanded our network of recycling to be nationwide now. So we recycle from all of the REI bike shops, as well as all of the truck dealers all over the country.
Yeah.
So in our tenure, we've recycled over 1 million pounds of inner tube rubber that would have been destined for the landfill. So we're pretty excited about that. And the rubber
that's like 5 years of blown inner tubes for my family.
Yeah, yeah, it's a ton of tubes. So so we're pretty excited about that. So this is what our collar looks like. This is actually a Portland themed one. This is our Portland Love edition, to kind of celebrate our made in Oregon and our love for Portland. It has our latch lock buckle, which opens just like an airline seatbelt. And this is our pup top bottle opener. So this is a patented item. It celebrates our love for craft beer as well. And then all of our collars also feature our ID spot. So you can put your tag separate from the rest of your hardware pieces, which makes the collar overall much quieter and easier to wear. So that's the collar. So I'll apologize ahead of time if there's any barking dogs in our video. We have several here. So then the next thing that we have that's also made here in Oregon is our High Roller Plus ball. So this is our High Roller Plus. It holds bully sticks, peanut butter, any soft food, biscuits. Hi, buddy. And then you can actually put bully sticks right through the center. So it'll hold the bully stick out for the dog, makes the bully sticks last longer.
Oh, that's great.
And it's really fun. So the boys really like this toy a lot. Thank you, bud. So another thing that we're really proud of is our handmade toys that we make here in our factory. We're only one of 2 brands that hand make plush toys for dogs in the US, and they're made right here in Portland. So we have a huge line of products. We actually make 45 different styles of this toy. This is one of our new flowers. It's a completely unstuffed toy. So if you have puppies or dogs that like to shred things, this is a really good option for them because they aren't going to get the filling all over your house.
Yeah.
So this is one of our flowers. It can be 3 different colors. And then this is an example of one of our toys where we've actually taken the inner tube rubber and we've integrated it into the toy. And so you guys love this one too. Where we've taken the tube and we've utilized the stretch in the tube to make a stretchy toy. So this is our new Ivy. We love plants here as well. And so we have a full plant theme of toys. Hi, Alf. This is Alfie and Walter. You'll see their noses.
Hi, Alfie and Walter.
And so, so these are called our DuraPlush collection. Our DuraPlush is our own proprietary blended material. So it utilizes a bonded polyester on the back side and then a soft plush on the front side. So it's a 2-layered material that's actually bonded together. We double stitch all of our seams so that they're really durable. And then you'll see even like with these guys. So a lot of plush toys have a squeaker in them and ours do not. We do that on purpose. One, it makes the toy last a lot longer. Secondly, it will it reduces the single-use plastic that would normally be thrown back into the landfill. So, and then all of our filling is made out of recycled polyester, which is made from recycled plastic bottles. So this is also a sustainable stuffed toy as well. And then all of our patterning is done to eliminate as much waste as possible. So.
That's so wonderful. And these, I mean, it's funny when you think of rugged dog toys, these don't look nearly as like industrial and hard.
Right.
I mean, I love that these are as burly as they are, but they're so fun and playful.
Yeah, absolutely. So so we have a lot of different features. I'll show you this last one here because we're pretty proud of it. So this is our Peas in the Pod. This is a brand new toy that we just released for the fall. So it utilizes a dog's love to unstuff a toy by actually having peas that come out. And so you can put the peas in and out of the pod multiple times. And if you look here, these are all of our peas have different expressions. These guys are both very bored peas.
These are great. You're making me wish I had a dog.
Yeah. And then kind of going into fall, this is our brand new reflective color for us. So while it doesn't look reflective, this is actually a day glow yellow. And we use the same material that you'll see in really high-end athletic apparel. It's called our Max Reflective. So it actually uses a light bead technology to create the reflectivity of the product. So this is one of our dog leashes. It actually utilizes a whole inner tube. It also has the bottle opener on there as well.
That's great.
So at Cycle Dog, we produce over 80 different colors in our collar and leash assortment. So we have everything from sushi to reflective to skulls to, dots and stripes. So we have something for everybody. Our team here is really good at helping you select an assortment that's specific for your market. So for example, if you're in the hardware market, for example, we would help you pick some colors and selections that might fit your customers' needs versus if you were in gift, for example, we have lots of different options for gifts. So if you're in Colorado, we have the Colorado flag. If you're in Portland, we have 3 different versions of Portland Love, as well as an Oregon beer featured collar. And then kind of tagging off of that, this is one of our newer toys. This is a wine. So this is the Rough Day Rosé. So we have a lot of kind of wine and beer themed products as well. And find my beer. There it is. Alfie stole my beer. So these are 2 wine and beer themed products that are a lot of fun. And we can actually customize these products. So if you're a brewery, for example, we can customize your specific beer on here. So you could have a Rogue Brewing, you could have Deschutes Brewing, you could have whatever you'd like on there. A very specific type of beer. Or if you want to get creative, we can come up with some really fun little guys like this. It's like Code Rules. And then same thing with wine. So there's a lot of movement in custom products for wineries. So if you have a certain wine that you like, or you're from a winery, we can actually customize your specific wine brand onto this wine bottle, and it'll be handmade in Oregon. And we can make your own branded wine, which is a lot of fun. So, and then kind of tag teaming onto that, we can also customize any of the collar prints as well. So if you are looking for branded dog gear or a way to promote your brand specifically, we can hand make those products as well and do all the custom design for you and make collars, leashes, bowls, whatever with your specific brand. So if you have an event or promotional product that you're trying to support, it's a really good way to go about that. So
Yeah.
you can see the rest of our collection on our catalog, as well as at cycledog.com. We have a really nice collection on Candid wholesale as well. So you can buy any of our kits, any of our planograms, and then our contact information is there as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. What a great series of products. And I love how they're sourced. I loved how they're presented. These are really, really fun and really great products. And I hope.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time today. We really appreciate it. And if you're in Portland at any point, come by our tavern. We're actually a tavern and a dog park. I'll actually take you out really quickly and show you just a smidge of the dog park tavern. We get a couple of puppy dogs out here as well in the sun playing ball. So we would love to have you here at the tavern to have a drink with us. And
You're making me nostalgic for the Portland of February and before that
Yeah,
we'll
me
hopefully
too.
see again.
Me too. Yeah, things were a lot more fun when we could sit at the bar over there and actually
Weren't
enjoy
they,
ourselves. So
Yep.
soon enough.
All
So
right.
you can still come and sit outside with us though. So
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. That was Cycle Dog. Is Cycle Dog available on Candid at Portland Supply?
yes.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Thank you, Lanette.